Right now, something massive is happening that most of the world hasn't fully grasped yet. While Silicon Valley is busy arguing over benchmarks, the actual center of gravity for AI usage has shifted halfway across the globe. India has officially hit a staggering milestone: 72 million daily active ChatGPT users. That isn't just a big number, it's the largest concentrated user base of generative AI on the planet, and it's changing everything about how this tech is built. But the real story isn't just about the numbers. It's about a fundamental shift from model-centric development to application-led innovation. And honestly, it's genuinely brilliant.
In the West, the race is all about who can build the biggest, smartest model. It's a battle of parameters and compute. But in India, the race is about who can solve the biggest problems for the most people. This is the application-led philosophy. Instead of waiting for the perfect model, developers are taking what exists and deploying it at a scale that was previously unthinkable. Think about it. When you have 1.4 billion people, a small improvement in efficiency isn't just a feature, it's a tectonic shift in the economy.
The 2026 India AI Impact Summit highlighted this perfectly. Experts from around the world gathered to witness what happens when AI meets the world's most diverse dataset. We're talking about AI that speaks 22 official languages and thousands of dialects. This isn't just about translation. It's about cultural context and local nuance that Western models often miss. And the results are fascinating. By focusing on the user first, India is building a blueprint for the rest of the developing world.
But why now? Why did the center of gravity shift so suddenly? It comes down to a unique combination of cheap data, high mobile penetration, and a massive developer pool. India has some of the lowest data costs in the world. This created a sandbox where millions of people could experiment with AI without worrying about the bill. And when you give 72 million people a powerful new tool, they don't just use it, they break it, they stretch it, and they find ways to make it useful in ways the creators never imagined.
This is the start of a new era. The model era was about building the engine. The application era is about where that engine can take us, and India is currently in the driver's seat. But to understand the true impact, we have to look at the two sectors where this is literally a matter of life and death: agriculture and healthcare. That's where the real magic is happening. Wait until you see how they're using AI to diagnose diseases in places where there isn't a doctor for miles. It's genuinely mind-blowing.
Let's talk about the fields. In India, agriculture employs nearly half the workforce, but it's also incredibly risky. One bad monsoon or a sudden pest outbreak can ruin a family's entire livelihood. Enter the AI-powered agronomist. Using simple WhatsApp interfaces, farmers are now sending photos of their crops to AI models that can identify pests and suggest treatments in seconds. This isn't some futuristic concept, it's happening right now. It's taking the expertise of 1,000 scientists and putting it in the pocket of 1 million farmers. That is application-led innovation at its finest.
Then there's healthcare. In rural India, the doctor-to-patient ratio is a massive challenge, but AI is bridging that gap in a way that's both clever and incredibly effective. AI tools are now being used to screen for tuberculosis and diabetic retinopathy using nothing but a smartphone camera and a small attachment. It's fast, it's cheap, and it's saving lives. The 2026 Impact Summit revealed that these AI screenings have already reached millions of people who previously had no access to specialized care. The scale of this is just wow. But it's not just about the tech. It's about the jugaad, the Indian spirit of frugal innovation. Developers are finding ways to run these models on low-end devices with limited connectivity. They're using techniques like model quantization and edge computing to ensure that a farmer in a remote village gets the same quality of AI as a CEO in Mumbai. This focus on edge AI is actually pushing the boundaries of what's possible, forcing developers to be more efficient than their Western counterparts who have infinite cloud compute. Now, let's look at the other side. Skeptics point out that deploying AI at this scale comes with massive risks. Accuracy is everything when you're dealing with health or food security. If an AI misdiagnoses a crop disease, a farmer could lose everything. That's why the 2026 summit focused so heavily on guardrail systems, AI that checks other AI for errors. It's a fascinating engineering challenge. How do you build a system that is both incredibly powerful and incredibly safe, all while running on a $100 smartphone? The answer lies in the data. India's data diversity is its secret weapon. By training on real-world, messy data from the start, these models are becoming remarkably resilient. This is what people mean when they say the center of gravity has shifted. The most interesting data isn't in a clean lab in California, it's in the streets and fields of India. And the economic impact of this shift is about to get very, very real. But to build this future, India has to overcome one massive hurdle: infrastructure.
To power 72 million daily users, you need more than just clever code. You need massive amounts of compute. And right now, India's racing to build its own sovereign AI infrastructure. We're talking about gigawatt-scale data centers and massive investments in indigenous chip design. The 2026 summit projected that India's AI-related energy needs will triple in the next 5 years. It's a high-stakes game of catch-up. Without the chips and the power, the application revolution could hit a very hard ceiling.
But here's the clever part. India isn't just trying to copy the West's data centers. They're looking at sustainable, solar-powered AI clusters to manage the massive energy load. The economic impact of this is wild. The 2026 summit estimated that AI could add over $1 trillion to India's GDP by 2035. That's not just growth, that's a total transformation. We're seeing the birth of a new middle class, the AI-enabled workforce. From rural entrepreneurs to urban developers, the economic floor is being raised.
And the world is starting to take notice. We're seeing a reverse brain drain, where top AI talent is moving back to India to work on these massive scale problems. Because let's be honest, if you're a developer, would you rather optimize an ad click algorithm in California or build an AI that helps 100 million people get healthcare? This shift in talent is perhaps the most significant long-term impact. It's building a self-sustaining ecosystem that doesn't need to look west for inspiration anymore.
So what does this mean for the rest of us? It means the next big breakthrough in AI probably won't come from a lab with $1 billion computer. It'll come from a field or a clinic. India is proving that AI's true power isn't in its complexity, but in its utility. It's not about how smart the model is, it's about how much better it makes a human life. The center of gravity hasn't just moved geographically, it's moved philosophically. And in my opinion, that's exactly what the AI industry needed.
The 72 million daily users in India are just the beginning. As infrastructure catches up to ambition, we're going to see a wave of innovation that will ripple across the entire globe. The question is no longer what can AI do, but what can we do with AI? And for the first time in history, the answer is being written by the many, not the few. The world is watching India, not just for the numbers, but for the soul of the AI revolution. And honestly, it's the most exciting story in tech right now.